Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, kindly subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to support your baby girl. It's episode 14 of the Pepperdam reunion show, and I'm sorry I'm bringing this late, but like they say, better late than never. Okay, so it was a continuation of the topic about fans and fan wars, and to start the show, Ebuka made a statement that it looked like the housemates, or most of the housemates, liked the beef, that the fans were always dishing out. Ebuka felt like most of them thought or feel like the rivalry fuels the brand. And, lots of the housemates were saying things in the air. And Tasha said, if it's healthy, why not? If the rivalry is healthy, she feels like it's necessary. So Ebuka further said that there are people that act like they are not okay with other people. Like there's an issue, so that, they'll be spoken about, and then the brands will just, rush them and try to, everybody loves controversy now. So basically, that was what Ebuka was saying. Ebuka now asked Mercy if it was a thing that happens, and Mercy says she personally doesn't think that was healthy. So in Mercy's explanation or statement, she stated that, especially to the new or incoming housemates, they shouldn't try to fight anyone, because it's not worth it, basically, because if you are worth what you are worth, no matter what, the brands are gonna come chasing after you. She also said that if whoever wants, they could go see any babalawo or whatever, but if what is yours, it's gonna definitely come for you. So personally, she feels like her brand is at stake anytime there's fan wars or rivalry or things like that, because it doesn't it doesn't represent her brand very well. So she personally does not like the war, because that is not what she represents. So for her, the fan rivalry is just not necessary, and the brands do not actually need it. If you're worth it, so they are going to come for you. Mercy was making her statement, Ebuka asked if Mercy has spoken on the fan wars or anything like that. And Mercy said yes, she has actually tweeted a lot of times to tell her mercenaries to focus on her and her alone. She also went on Diane's YouTube channel with that joint video they had together, and stated categorically like that the mercenaries should focus only on her. She's done a live video, which I have posted personally here, stating that focus on her alone and leave the others alone, no fan wars. So she said that she feels like anybody that fuels fan wars is just out of weakness, because if you're relevant, you're relevant. Like she said, if people want you, they want you. And personally, it hurts her, because she's always on the timeline every time Mercy this, Mercy that. And Ebuka tried to downplay by saying everybody gets dragged. But Ebuka, let's be honest, there are if I would say 3-4 top people in the Big Brother Naija just ended episode that consistently get dragged on the TL, and honestly, it's not healthy to see. And I'm gonna mention names. We have Titans, we have mercenaries, I think we have the Ike gang. Sometimes there's a bit of I won't even add Diallo Dems to it, because they don't really get dragged. Like these three fans, they are always almost at it, and it's unhealthy. If mercenaries, if Titans, if Ike gang can just stop dragging each other, I believe, come on, the sky is definitely big enough for all these people to thrive. If your favorite has there's no need to drag another person. Just celebrate your favorite and move on. I feel like, honestly, this topic is just, it's exhausting. And the fans, we need to do better, because, look, these people have their lives outside Big Brother Naija. Let's not say because you supported them, you feel like you have, I'm not even going to dwell on this, but let's just move on. At the end of the day, Mercy said that we don't need them, they need us, and she doesn't have to do anything messy to get any deal. She knows her worth, so whichever brand wants to work with her definitely would have known that she is worth it and would just come for her. No need for rivalry or whatever before she gets signed on any deal. So now we were joined in by Jackie, Joe, and Avala, and Ebuka now spoke about something trended on Twitter, if you are conversant with Twitter and Bbnaija, between Jackie and Omashola, where Omashola tweeted something about, I think it was an adage or a proverb or something about somebody working too hard, so the person is called a Jackie. But it's not the name Jackie. I'm going to put the tweet here for you guys to see. So Jackie said she saw it on her timeline, because a lot of people were tagging her and trolling her about it. So she responded to the tweet, because Omashola at that time hadn't, responded or told his fans to stop trolling her. So she responded to Omashola's tweet, and honestly, that tweet was quite harsh. Like, it was so harsh. So in the reunion, Jackie actually apologized to Omashola, saying that she's sorry she took it to heart, but it looked like she wasn't having a good day, and the minute she saw it, she might have misunderstood the whole thing. But apparently, whatever had happened too late, because Jackie had also responded, and then Omashola now went into their WhatsApp group to do all blah blah. He had a long voice note cussing out Jackie, blah blah blah. So apparently they took their banter off Twitter and went to continue on WhatsApp, and apparently it was so messy that Joe had to take them out of the WhatsApp group. Oh my god. Sometimes I feel like, personally, text messages can be misconstrued or read wrongly. So I, for one, like to do a lot of either verbal communication, where as I'm speaking, you can hear my tone, you can hear whatever I'm saying. So you know that if I'm upset, if I'm happy, if I'm sad, because we can actually miss out on a lot of things by what people write. Because what if Jackie read this message thinking that Omashola was shouting as usual? You get it? And I think around that time, Jackie was also trending for something off like that. So she said she felt like people were always coming at her, the intelligent Jackie. And at that day, she said she was going for a meeting. So after she tweeted, she quickly went back for the meeting. And it was a very, very, very good meeting. So when she came out, she really didn't give, any heed to whatever had happened. But it was when she went on WhatsApp that it was terrible. But she said before she actually went on WhatsApp, Omashola was actually explaining that it wasn't meant for Jackie, and it wasn't Jackie the tweet was for. But when he saw what Jackie had tweeted, he was very upset. So he called Jackie. That Jackie didn't pick up. And that day he was with Kimopra. So Kimopra also called Jackie, and Jackie didn't pick up. So Jackie said yes, she was in a meeting. But after the meeting, she actually called Omashola. Omashola didn't also pick up, and he called Jackie. And when she called Jackie, Jackie told her how Omashola was upset, and the tweet was a bit over the top, blah, blah, blah. So she now explained to Kimopra, and there you have it. But at the end of the day, Jackie apologized to Omashola, saying that she might have misconstrued whatever the message was about, but she apologizes, and they moved on from there. And I like the fact that, hey, you own up to whatever you've done, and you move it, you settle it, and you move on from it. That's a good one. But also, Jackie said during Mercy's housewarming party, she had messed Omashola, and Omashola had made a similar statement to his tweet, which was, Jackie, you still they work, you know the rest. So when she saw the tweet, she immediately felt like, okay, this guy saw me yesterday, said the same thing to me, and has come on Twitter to write something similar. So, she felt like maybe that is what actually triggered her to write that epistle to Omashola. So I'm going to be reading what Omashola tweeted and then what Jackie's response. So Omashola said that sometimes spoil yourself. Not be every time you go to work like Jackie. And then Jackie responded by saying, to be the greatest, you have to keep working, innovating and creating valuable solutions, not wasting your time balling. You will end up as a 40-year-old man with no wealth. P.S. You haven't made, since you left Bbnaija, 5% of profit I have made this February on a project. Ouch. Oh my God. This. Woo. As usual, Ebuka tried to play the devil's advocate by saying he read it in PG and didn't think Omashola was referring to Jackie. There was a bit of a banter. For me, this was not necessary. This was not why I was watching the reunion show. Why are we settling Twitter fights? Like, can we move on? And it had nothing to do with Bbnaija. Like, come on. So, yeah. There was a bit of a back and forth, and it wasn't necessary, Sha. So Tacha actually chipped in with her 2 cents and said that it's, like I said earlier, text could be misunderstood, and she could be seeing 6, Omashola could be seeing 9, and yeah. And Ebuka asked Omashola to speak the truth and to say if he really directed that tweet at Jackie, and he said, truth be told, he didn't. He just tweeted without having Jackie in mind. So let's just take it that it was Jackie having a bad day and Omashola tweeting without knowing that it was going to be, go rival or hurt someone or affect someone. And that ended that. So in all, Omashola said she didn't have any issue with Jackie, and he was very, very shocked at the response and everything. By the end of the day, they settled that they hugged it out and all at an event he was holding, and they are cool. So now the conversation moved from that to now viral moments and trends. And Ebuka now moved to Thelma to talk about her car gifts, to find out if it was audio, if it was given to her by her fans. She should just clear the air. So Thelma went on to say she had a meet and greet that day. So when she came when she went for the meet and greet, she saw a Benz parked there, which had been decorated in a very nice way. But her mind didn't even go there. She said when she went for the meet and greet, she got signed a deal, like she had a brand coming over to sign a deal with her. I've forgotten the name of the brand, sorry, apologies. So she said after that, the brand now gave her the car. So she said before she personally even came out to tweet or to write or to say anything, bloggers had already started circulating the story that her fans had gotten her a car. So she said she actually did come out to say that it was from the brand she had signed the next day or two after everything had settled and dawned on her that, wow, she had actually gotten a car from a company, because she didn't even know that signing an ambassadorial deal came with, such gifts. And that's how she cleared the air. She said she got a lot of people, calling her audio Benz, audio this, audio that. By the end of the day, it wasn't from a brand. It wasn't from her fans, but actually the Benz was a gift from the company she was being an ambassador for. So Ebuka now went on to ask Avala what she thinks about fans and gifts. So Avala used this opportunity to tell her fans to, buy her a car. She was like, if her fans could actually buy her a car, she would be very happy. Why not? But on a more serious note, she was happy Thelma had, cleared the air, because she felt the car actually came from her fans and not a brand or whatever. So she was happy Thelma had actually done that. So Ebuka said he actually asked that because he wanted to know if the housemates feel like the gifts from fans make them feel like they actually owe the fans something. Ebuka was saying that he feels like, because the fans were giving these housemate gifts, they feel like when they talk, the housemates should do whatever they say they should do. And Avala said, how would she know? And she giggled. And the truth is, she doesn't think she has that many fans, and she hasn't really experienced this kind of gifts given and things like that. So she personally, cannot say, because she feels like she didn't stay in the house long enough to actually grow her own army. But she's comfortable with the little people that follow her. She's okay with that. And personally, she cannot really speak to it because she has not experienced that before. So now Ebuka asked Mercy about her Moet signing, which actually went very viral, because she went to sign the deal with Cubana Chief Priest, her lawyer, and some people, and then the next thing, people were making fun that it was audio, blah blah blah, and all of that. But in her explanation, she stated that yes, the people had contacted her. They had an oral agreement, but they said they were going to get back to Cubana Priest to sign the major thing. But she had been paid some of the money, and she was supposed to actually have an appearance the next day. But she said because of a tweet that went viral, she felt like her image was at stake, and she wanted the brand to issue an apology or to clear the air on her behalf. But that didn't happen, and she called her barrister at that time. So her barrister advised that they return the money. But as at that point in time, Mercy Eke was not signed under any management. So of course she was working alone with her barrister. And I think around that time, Cubana Chief Priest was trying to get her deals. So she felt like everything was just going off. It was just a deal gone bad. She had to return the money. And there was a bit of people looking at her weirdly on set. Personally, I really don't understand why this thing became an issue being called audio, because I know for a fact that if we are being honest, objective human beings, deals do go wrong. People sign and unsigned deals. And at that time, she didn't really have a management team that would say that do it this way. She had just come out from the Big Brother Naija show. She was overwhelmed. Like, I don't even understand how this became audio. If you're going to bring receipts of audios, come on. We know there are a lot of audios we can come out with. And this Moet deal, we see Pato Rankin having the same set of people signing the same deal. So, and then even, I think, if I'm correct, I don't know if Davido is also a Moet ambassador or whatever. then that means these people are also fake. But what I personally think was, I think they wanted Mercy to be an influencer, not an ambassador. So that was the misunderstanding that took place. I personally think so, because when you even check Cubana Chief Priest bio, it states that he's an influencer for Moe and Hennessy, not an ambassador. So I feel like there was a miscommunication there, and that deal went bad. But I do not believe it was audio. If it was audio, then I think Pato Rankin's own was audio, because it's the same. You can't tell me she went to hire the same sets of people. Honestly, that does not make sense, to go hire the same set of people to come and use your setting. To come on, guys. In as much as she might not be your favorite, in as much as you're trying to play someone dirty, let's give this a chill pill. Personally, I do not believe that was audio. I think it was just a bad deal or a bad sign up. And also, she had just gotten out of the house, fresh, new. So definitely a lot of people will try to entice her with stuff, and I'm happy she has an amazing management now. Shout outs to Paulo. He's one of the best, and I feel like she's in the best of hands, and it's good that, I know for a fact a lot of people are not going to believe her explanation. They are already calling her a liar, whatnot. But I feel like sometimes you guys should just give people the benefit of the doubt. Because come on, if you are going to say it's audio, I beg to differ. Let's just call it a deal gone bad, period. And so she did her little explanation, and that was that. Ebuka now asked Mercy if she wasn't scared of her reputation, of the outcome and everything. And Mercy said she felt like the damage had already been done, and all she wanted the company to do was to just come out to give a statement, because she felt she would look stupid or look like the fool if she was seen at an event sponsored by that brand, if they are saying they do not know her. So she felt that maybe if they had cleared the air, it would have been good for her, but they didn't, and that was that. She just returned the money, and she's moved on from that. So yeah, this is what you missed last night, and thank you all for always tuning in and listening to me with my fake accent, with my blabbing, and I hope you got the gist today. Thank you so much. I don't know how to thank you guys enough, but thank you, and God bless you.